शङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु। तदात्मनि निरते यौपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओमित्येतदक्षरमुद्गीतमुपासीत ओमिति ह्युद्गायते तस्योपव्याख्यानम्। असंभवस्तु सतः अनुपपत्तेः। सतः सदात्मकस्य ब्रह्मणः संभव उत्पत्तिः न आशंकितव्या। One should not have a doubt that indeed Brahman, which is Sadatmakam, that is Sat or Chit Ananda, that Brahman also can be born, Brahman can be created, that Ashanka should not be, the doubt should not be entertained, that doubt should not arise. Kasmat, why? You already said that. So, Karana Sunyatvam, the argument there was that Brahma kutasya jayate karanatvat akasadivat. That Brahman is born from a cause, some cause. Karanatvat, because Brahman itself is karanam, is material cause. Akashavat, just as Akasha is karanam of Vayu and is born. Similarly also, Brahman is karanam of Jagat, therefore it also must be born. You already said it. It says, no, Brahma na jayate. Karana sunyatvat narvishanavat yatirekena ghatavacchedi. Towards that the argument was made that Brahma na jayate, Brahman is not born. Karana sunyatvat, because it is a Karana all right, but Karana Sunyatvat, it itself does not have Karana. So it says, Sanmatrani Brahma. So Karana Sunyatvat, meaning that, said that Karanasya Anirupana. In no way can you ever explain or arrive at the Karanam, the cause of Brahman. Sanmatrameva Samanyam Karanam Sadvisheshva Asadva. What can be the cause of Brahman? Brahman is Sat, that existence. I trying to say that another existence, another Brahman is the cause of Brahman? Or Sadvisheshva, or qualified existence is the cause of unqualified existence. Asadva, or is non-existence the cause of existence? Is existence born? Can existence be born? What is existence? Existence means to be. So the nature of Brahman is to be. To be can never be born. To be means it's always there. But anyway, so Karanasya Anirupanat, in no way can you arrive at the cause of Brahman, which is Sadatmakam, or the nature of Sat, or existence. Natasya Sanmatrade Utpatti Sambhavati. Sat cannot be born of Sat. Asati Atishaye Prakriti Vikar Bhav Anupatte. The cause must have some superiority to the effect. The two entities can enjoy a cause and effect relationship provided causes some excellence with reference to effect. Just as clay and pot do enjoy the cause and effect relation because clay has excellence with reference to pot. Clay is more pervasive than the pot. Never clay and pot can have the cause-effect relationship. But one Sat is the same as another Sat. And therefore, like one light is like another light. So one light cannot be the cause of another light because there is no distinction between them. There was Sat, which cannot distinguish from Sat, cannot be the cause of Sat. Napi Sadvisheshat. Nor can it be that cause is born of effect. Sadvishesha, a qualified existence is the product of existence. And therefore, that effect cannot give rise to cause. Samanyadi Vishesha Utpadyamana Drishyante Mridade Ghatade Nadu Visheshebhya Samanyam. We find that a qualified is born of unqualified. The Vishesha, qualified, is born of Samanya, unqualified or universal, and not the other way around. We don't see that. Napi asataha, nor can you say that existence is born of non-existence because non-existence doesn't have a substance and therefore something cannot be born of nothing. So because of these reasons, asambhava, the creation of Brahman is impossible and therefore Brahman is not born. Now on the page 514, if you look at the last line, last sentence I should say, Adhyastasya adhishthanatva ayogat na kutaschidapi brahmana janma iti uktam. Adhyasthan cannot be adhisthana. What is superimposed cannot be substratum. So Brahman is anadhyastam. Brahman can be adhisthana substratum of the Jagat, which is adhyastam. But Jagat, that is adhyastam, superimposed, cannot be the cause of Brahman, which is non-superimposed. Just either you say that Vishesha cannot be the cause of Samanya, or you can say that adhyastam, superimposed, cannot be the cause of the substratum. So as far as Vedanta is concerned, the creation and superimposition is the same. You say that the pot is born of clay, or you can say that the pot is superimposed upon the clay. So either you can say that Vishesha cannot be the cause of Samanya. A particular cannot be the cause of the universal. We can say that Adhyastam. Another way of looking at Vishesha is Adhyastam. Superimposed cannot be the cause of the unsuperimposed or substratum. Tasmat na kutaschidapi brahmana janma. Because everything other than Brahman is superimposed, and therefore nothing whatever can be the cause of Brahman. Na kutaschidapi. From no other source can Brahman be born. Idanim vayo pitari karyatvena adhyastatvat tejasah tatah janma anupatte. So now the Sutrakara has discussed these three entities. Atma, Brahma, Vayu and Akasha and Vayu. Atmana Akasha Sambhutah, Akasha Vayu, Vayu Agni. So one by one, the creation of all these five elements is being discussed. This third one discusses the creation of Sat later on. First, that Sat, the Vyat or space is created. Then Matarishva, the Vayu is created. Sat is not created. So these three are discussed. Now what do we need to discuss? Agni, Apaha, Prithvi, the fire, water and earth. These three elements now have to be discussed, the creation of them. So next three Adhikarana. Each Adhikarana takes up the discussion of one element. Now therefore, having discussed the element Vayu or air, now is discussed the element fire or Teja. Then the question is, this fire is born of what? Is fire born of air? So Vayu Agni, the Taittiriya Upanishad says, Vayu Agni, from Vayu, Agni or fire is born. Because again Chandogya says, Tat Teja Asrujata, Brahman created Teja, Brahman created fire. So question is, whether fire is born of Vayu or is fire born of Brahman? This is a quite question here, doubt. So says, well, Vayu cannot be the cause. But Vayu itself is it's superimposed. And superimposing cannot become the substratum. So Vayu is not qualified to become the cause of fire. Therefore, Brahman is the cause of fire. Brahman is the substratum, cause of fire which is superimposed. Idanim Vayu apitarhi karyatvena adhyastatvat. Since Vayu or air also is born, therefore air also is superimposed upon space, is superimposed upon Atma. Tejasah tasa janma anupatte. So Vayu, which itself is adhyastam, superimposed, cannot possibly be the cause of anything, including fire. Brahmaneva tad janmayati pratyavasthane pratyaha. Brahmane, so same argument now. The discussion of how Sat cannot be born. So same condition applies to Tejas. It also cannot be born of Vayu, therefore the fire is born of Sat or Brahman. So next sutra says, page 514, Tejaha Ataha Tatha hi aha. Tejaha Ataha Tatha hi aha. Tejaha Agnihi. But next word is Ataha Asmad, fifth case Ataha. Asmad Vayoho Jayate. So Tejaha Ataha, that's the proposition, pratigna. Ataha Asmad. Asmad means Vayoho, that fire is born of air. So, what's the reason? Tathahi aha. He because Tatha aha. Tatha Vayu janyatvam aha Vayo Agni iti Shruti Varnayati. Because Shruti says that fire is born of air. Therefore we say that, meaning that the Taittiriya Shruti again becomes primary. Vayoho Agni. So we say that Agni is born of Vayu. So Teja, fire, originates from Atah, this one, that is air. Tathaya, for the Upanishad says so. Look at the Vaiyasika Nyayamala. Brahmano jayate vannihi vayarva brahma sanyutad tat tejo srati tityukte brahmano jayate nalah. Brahmana, those verses are given there under the sutra. Brahmana jayate vannihi vayarva brahma sanyutad. Question is, Brahmana jayate vannihi. Is fire born of Brahman? Vayurva, or is fire born of air? So this doubt can arise because there are statements in the two Upanishads which appear to be saying different things. Then that's the sandeha, that's the doubt, samshaya. What is the Purva-paksha? Tat teja asrujata iti ukte brahmano jayate anarha. So vayo brahma samyudat vayo. Is fire born directly from Brahman or is fire born of Vayu? So Brahman in the form of Vayu. When we say that space is born of Brahman, which means that the space now manifests itself as, Brahman manifests itself as space. And further, Brahman manifests as air. So is the element fire born directly from Brahman or from Brahman in the form of Vayu? Vayurva Brahma Sanyutat. Is teja, fire, born of Vayu, air, Brahma Sanyutat, which is nothing but the manifestation of Brahma. Then Purva-paksha says, Tat teja asrujata iti ukte brahmana jayate analaha. Tat teja asrujata iti ukte. The statement of Chandogya mission, Tat teja asrujata, that Brahman created teja or fire. Analaha brahmana jayate. So we say that fire, anala fire is born of Brahman. That's the Purva-paksha. And then the answer is given. Vayoho Agni iti Shrutya. So which Shruti now we should take as primary one? Tat teja asrujata appears to say that teja or fire is born of Tat or Brahma. But Vayoho Agni very clearly says that Agni or fire is born of Vayu. Vayo Agni iti Shrutya Purva Shruti Ekavakyatah. So, ekavakyatah. For having the unity of purport, we will accept that the Chandogya also follows what the Taittiriya says for ekavakyatah, for unity of purport between the two Shrutis. Therefore, Vayo Agni. Therefore, that the fire is born of Vayu is now the primary Shruti. Brahmana Vayu Rupatvam Apannat Agni Sambhava. Agni Sambhava, the birth of Agni, the creation of fire is the Vayu Rupatvam Apannat Brahmana. So fire is born of Brahman, which has now taken the form of Vayu or air. So Brahman, which is manifest as air, that becomes the cause of fire. That's the Siddhanta. Here the Tika says, Chandogya tat teja asrujaya tejasa brahmajatvam shruyate. In Chandogya it is said, tat teja asrujata, that Brahman created fire. Therefore, it looks as though fire is born of Brahman. Very clearly said, Tat Teja Asrujata. It created fire. Taittiriya ke Vayoho Agnihiti Vayujatvam. Whereas in Taittiriya Upanishad says Vayoho Agnihi. So fire is shown as being born of Vayu. Tatra Vayoho iti Panchamyaha Anantaryarthasyapi Sambhavat Keval Brahmajanyam Teja. So Purva Paksha says that Vayoho Agnihi can be interpreted in different ways. Vayoho Urdhvam, Vayoho Anantaram Agnihi. So Brahman created space. Having created space, it created air. Having created air, it created fire. So Brahman alone created space. Then Brahman alone created Vayu. Then Brahman alone created fire. That Panchami, Vayoho Agnihi, the Vayoho is the fifth case. So now the discussion centers around whether this fifth case is Apadana Panchami, does it show the source, or is it the Anantarya Panchami, meaning that it shows a sequence? Purva Paksha says that the Panchami shows Anantaryam, because Panchami also can be used for Anantaryam thereafter. So Vayoho Agni, after Vayu, Agni is created, that also can be interpreted Vayoho. So if you take that interpretation, Anantaryarthasyapi Sambhavat, because Panchami also can mean the sequence. Therefore, Kevala Brahmajanyam Teja. So we say that the fire is born from Brahman directly and not through the air. Iti prapte rumaha. So when that situation arises, so we have to say anuvartamanena sambhuta shabdena. So if you take the Vayoho Panchami only into consideration, then perhaps you may say that there may be Anantaryam or a sequence is there. However, take the whole context into account. So Atmanaha Akasha Sambhutaha. Akashat Vayuhu Sambhutaha. Vayoho Agnihi Sambhutaha. That Sambhuta follows through and through. Even though it is not specifically mentioned in the Shruti, is understood to complete the sentence. So Sambhuta Shabdena Anvitayaha. So this Vayoho is to be interpreted with reference to Vayoho Agnihi Sambhuta. That's how you have to take the whole sentence. Not just Vayoho Agnihi. Vayoho Agnihi Sambhuta. Along with the word Sambhuta, you must take the word Vayoho. Then Panchamya Upadana Tattvasya Mukhyatvat. From air, the fire is created. Then air is definitely the material cause of the Panchami must mean Apadana Panchami. It should mean source and not the Anantarya. Uvayoho Shrutyoho Ekvakyatve Sati Vayurupa Apannat Brahmana Teja Jayate Labhyate. Both Chandogya and Taittiriya, we accept that, say the same thing. Uvayoho Shrutyo Ekvakyatve. Because Shruti, for it being Pramanam, must be consistent, must have the unity of purport. Therefore, what the Taittiriya says is what the Chandogya says. And so, then what is the interpretation? Vayu Rupa Apannat Brahmana. So when it is said Vayoho Agnihi, means what? Vayu Rupa Apannat Brahmana Agnihi. The fire is born of air, of Brahman, which is assumed the form of fire. So not directly from Brahman, but Brahman in the form of fire. So that is the source of Agni. See, all of these has to be, there must be clarity. That's the whole idea here. The doubts can arise and the doubts must be cleared. at the Ratnabhava on the page 514, last line. Or also look at the last sentence, Nyayana, Taittiriye Chandoggesha Jayamanattvena Sutam Tejaha Vishaya. Of this Adhikaranam, of this topic, what is Vishaya? Tejaha. Which Tejaha? Taittiriye Jayamanattvena Sutam. In Taittiriya it is said, Vayo Agni. In Chandogya it is said, Tat Teja Asrujataha. In both these Shrutis, Teja or fire is said to be born, to be created. So that Teja, that fire is the Vishaya, the subject matter of this discussion. Tat kim Brahmakaryam va Brahmakaryam kim va Vayukaryam samshaya. Looks like Taittiriya says that the fire is born of Vayu, and Chandogya seems to say that fire is born of Brahman. So, whether Teja is Vayu Karyam, Brahma Karyam va, is it born of Vayu or born of Brahman? Iti samshasya bijam. So that is the bijam, the cause of the doubt. Darshan Purupakshamaha. So Bhashyakara first gives you Purupaksha and then gives you the answer in the form of Sutra. So let us read the Bhashya. Chandogye Sanmulatvam Tejasaha Shravitam Taittiriyaketu Vayamulatvam Tatra Tejo Yonim Prati Shruti Vipratipattau Satyam Praptam Tavat Brahmayonikam Teja Ite. Chandogye Tejasa Sanmulatvam Shravitam. In Chandogya it is said Tat Teja Asrujata. Therefore, Chandogya appears to say that Tejas of fire is born of Brahman. Taittiriya Ketu Vayu Mulatvam. Taittiriya says Vayu Agnihi. So it says that the fire is born of Vayu. Tatra, what is Tatra? Shakha Dvaye. So, Tatra Tejo Yonim Prati. Since these two statements appear to say different things. One says fire is born of Brahman, other says fire is born of Vayu. Therefore, Tejo Yonim Prati Shruti Vipratipattau. Tejo Yonim, with reference to Yonim, or the source or the cause of the element fire, Shruti Vipratipattau. There seems to be a difference of opinion or a contradiction between the two Shrutis, or a disagreement between the two Shrutis. Satyam Praptam Tavat Brahmayonikam Tejayati. So therefore, the Purupaksha says, Praptam Tavat Brahmayonikam Tejaha. We say that Tejas of fire is born directly from Brahman. Not from Brahman, which is assumed the form of Vayu, is born directly from Brahman. She says, Nyayana, Nacha Tat Teja Asudayati Shutehe Nimitta Vishayatvat. When Chandogya says, Tat Teja Asujata, Brahman created fire. It is like saying that the pot maker created a pot. Brahman created fire. It's similar to saying that a goldsmith created an ornament, a pot maker created a pot. Where a goldsmith or pot maker are nimitta karanam, they are the instrumental cause or efficient cause rather, and not the material cause. So how do you compare the two statements? Vayu Agni very clearly says that the Vayu is the material cause of Agni. Tat Teja Surya says that, seems to say that Tat or Brahman is the nimitta karanam. the efficient cause. So they are not saying the same thing. न च तत् तेज असृजते इति श्रुतेः निमित्त विषयत्वात् वायु अग्नि इति श्रुतेः उपादान विषयत्वात्. So how can there be a doubt? One statement presents Brahman as nimitta karanam, other statement presents Vayu as the upadana karanam. So they are talking about different things. Iti nacha vachyam, that you should not say. Why? Bahusyamiti bahubhavana ashamsana lingena upadanatva avagamadiri bhavaha. See, this is a nice way of reconciling and explaining different statements of Shruti. Because about creation there are different statements, spread, sprinkled in different places. So you take them and then find a consistency between them. When Brahman says Bahusyam Prajayeti, so Taittiriya Upanishad says So Kamayata Bahusyam Prajayeti, that Brahman or Ishvara Akamayata, he desired at the beginning of creation, Bahusyam may become many. So now, when Brahman says may I become many, then what? It is like clay saying may I become many parts. Is it not so? Prajaya, may I be born. So Bahusyam, may I become many. In that case, I becomes the material cause. Like clay saying, may I become many, meaning many pots and pans. Gold saying, may I become many ornaments. So Brahman says, may I become many names and forms. Brahman is definitely the material cause. So Bahubhavana, asamsanam means desire. So Bahusyam says what? May I become many is a desire of becoming many. Upadana avagamat. From that sentence it looks like Brahman is Upadana, material cause. Therefore, now one Shruti says Vayu is the material cause, other Shruti says Brahman is the material cause. Or look at Ratnaprabha. Tat teja asujita iti vayo agni iti cha shrutyo virodha asti nava iti. Whether are these two statements that Brahman created fire and fire is born of Vayu, so shrutyo virodha asti nava iti. Is there a contradiction between these two statements? See, the trend is the same trend. In each of the adhikaranas, the different statements of Shruti are taken which appear to be saying different things. And so, only when they say the same thing, when they have the same purport, then they are pramanam, not otherwise. So, same trend follows here. So, Shrutyoho virodha astinava iti sandehe. Whether it is Shruti, are they saying different things, contradicting each other or not? It is sandehe. Samanyat samanya utpatti asambhavepi. So argument was Brahman cannot be born of Brahman because Samanya cannot be born of Samanya, universal cannot be born of universal. Tathapi Brahmavayavyoho Samanyavyoho Tejarupa Vishesha Upadanatva Sambhavat. But Brahma is Samanyam, Vayu also is Samanyam, whereas Teja is Vishesham. Therefore, Samanya can be the cause of Vishesha. Therefore, either Brahman or Vayu, both of them qualify to be the material cause of fire. So, Tulya Balataya Asti. Brahman also can be material cause and Vayu also can be material cause. Therefore, both the Shrutis appear to be on the same strength. So, Tulya Balataya Asti Virodha. If one is primary, other is secondary, then there is no Virodha. But if both of them are equally strong, then there is Virodha. They are contradicting each other. Iti. Vayu pratyudaharanena purva paksha. This is the pratyudaharana sangati. Udaharana is given. How Vishesha is born of Samanya. So Brahman also is Samanya, Vayu also is Samanya, and fire is Vishesha. So Vishesha can be born from either of them. And so, therefore, if that is so, then the Shrutis are contradicting each other, then Shruti is not Pramanam. That's the Purvapaksha. See Ratna Prabha further. Sarvatra Adhyaya Samapte Ekavakyatva Asambhava Sambhava Asambhava Samshaya Bijam Ekavakyatva it should be Sarvatra Adhyaya Samapte until the conclusion of this second chapter. Third pada and fourth pada also apparently. Ekavakyatva Sambhava Asambhava Samshaya Bijam. All along the trend of discussion is whether two statements of Shruti, which apparently seem to say different things, do they say the same thing or do they say different things? Is there a unity of purport among various statements of Shruti or not? So that is the cause of samshaya, the doubt, and those doubts are resolved in the sutras subsequently, adhikaranas. Purvapakshe Shrutinam Virodhat Apramanyam Phalam. Every time Purvapakshi wants to prove that the Shrutis are contradicting each other, therefore they are not Pramanam. Siddhante Pramanyam. Siddhanta says that no, even though they appear to be saying different things, in reality they are saying the same things. That there is a unity of purport in all the statements of Shruti. Idena Vismartavyam, remember again. So, Tikaka reminds us, look, this is the trend of discussion here all through. Evam Purvapakshe Karyamatrasya Vivartatvat Kalpitasya Vayoho Tejah Kalpana Adhishthanata Ayogat Brahmayeva Tejasa Upadanam. Evam Purvapakshe Karyamatrasya Vivartatvat Kalpitas. So, according to Vedanta, all karya, all effect are superimposed or projected. So the relationship that Vedanta accepts between cause and effect, material cause and effect, is similar to that between the rope and snake. So Vedanta says that rope is the material cause of the snake. And therefore, wherever the cause-effect relationship is there, we should understand that to be similar to rope and snake, meaning that what is karyam or the effect is superimposed upon karanam or the cause all along. That parinama is not accepted, only vivarta is accepted. So, karya matrasya vivartatvat. Wherever karya is there, wherever effect is there, it is invariably vivartam or superimposed upon the cause. Kalpitasya Vayoho. No, Vayu is born of Akasha, so Vayu also is Karyam, so Vayu also is Adhyastam, superimposed. Tejah Kalpana Adhishthanatva Yogat. And therefore, what is superimposed cannot be the cause of another superimposed. Only an unsuperimposed can be the cause of superimposed. That snake cannot be cause of another something else. The rope, which is the non-superimposed, becomes the cause of snake, which is superimposed. But Vayu is the product, so it is superimposed. Therefore, it cannot become the cause of fire, which is another superimposition. Vayu, so kalpitasya Vayu, tejah kalpana adhishthanatva yogat. Therefore, Vayu cannot be adhishthanam, substrating for the superimposition of fire. Brahmayeva Tejasa Upadanam. Therefore, Brahma alone qualifies to be the Upadanam, the material cause or Adhishthanam of everything including fire. So this one, Sarva Karyanam Brahmayeva Upadanam ityarthe Shrutinam Bhuyastvacha. There are many Shruti statements which say that everything is born of Brahman. Whereas general statements in different places which say everything is born of Brahman. So, Sarva Karyanam Brahma Upadanam Ityarthe Shrutinam Bhuyastvat. Sarva Karyanam Brahma Upadanam. Of all the causative effect, Brahman is the material cause. In that sense, there are many Shruti statements. Tat anurodhat vayohovati kramartha panchami. Therefore, we follow that, tad anurodhat, in keeping with many statements which say that Brahman is the cause of everything. So therefore, Brahman must be the cause of fire also. Then how do they explain the Panchami? Vayo Agni. Taittiriya Upanishad says Vayo Agni. From Vayo, the Agni is born. So the fifth case is Apadana Panchami. Says no. Panchamyaha Kramartha Panchami. So apparently Panchami also can be sense of Krama in the sense of order. So Vayo, Akashat Vayu, after Akasha Vayu, Vayu Agni, after Vayu Agni, Agni Apa, after fire water. So showing that the order or sequence. Id avirodha. Therefore, Ekadeshi says that there is no virodha between the two Shrutis. By saying that one is Gauni, other is Mukhya. That is his way of establishing avirodha. Apasiddhantena avirodha tavat ekadeshi pakshayati jnayam. Ekadeshi siddhantam prapayati prapnam tavat brahmayonikam teja ityadina. So Ekadeshi says that prapnam tavat brahmayonikam teja. So Ekadeshi Sudo-Vedantin reconciles between the two statements by saying that primarily fire is born of Brahman. Then you must have explained Taittiriya Shruti, saying that Vayoho Agnihi, that Panchami is Kramartha, shows in order, and therefore fire is born in that order of air and space and air and fire. So there is no virodha between two Shrutis, therefore there is a unity of purport, that's the Ekadeshi. Papa Siddhanta, because he always takes one Shruti as Gauna and the Shruti as Mukhya. That is not acceptable to us. We want to take both the Shrutis as Mukhya. Therefore, his argument is Apasiddhanta is not in keeping with the Vedanta Siddhanta. So Purva Pakshi said, Praptam tavat brahmayonikam teja iti. So we have to say that teja brahmayonikam, fire has its yoni or the source in Brahman. Then says the Nyayana Satyam Vipratipattau Vishesha Kanamantarena Anyadasya Asiddhihi. Says, wait a minute. Satyam Vipratipattau. When Vipratipattau is there, where there seems to be contradiction apparently. Vishesha Kanamantarena. You can't say that this is right and that is not right, because there was some reason, specific reason must be there. Then only you can say that one of them is primary, other one is not. So, Bhashyakara says, Kutaha. On what basis do you say that fire is born of Brahman? Because both the statements seem to be equally valid. So on what basis do you say that fire is born of Brahman and not of air? Says Nyayana, Upakrantasya Sanmatrasya Ekameva Dvitiyamiti Avadharita Advitiyatva Nirdharanaya Tat Teja Asudaiti Vashanat Upadanadeva Upadesya Avyatirikat Upadanatmava Tejapati Brahmano Vivakshatam Iti Aha. So Purupaksha justifies why fire is born directly of Brahman. Upakrantasya Sanmatrasya. See, how did the discussion begin? Upakranta is introduction. How did the discussion begin? Sadeva Somme Idam Agrasit Ekameva Dvitiyam. He Somya, this universe was Sat, one without a second, before its creation. Upakrantasya sanmatyasya ekameva dvitiyamidi avadhayita advitiyatva nirdharanaya. Ekameva dvitiyam, it is one without a second. Iti avadhayata advitiyatva ekam eva advitiyam. All the Dvaita, the Evakaya says that there is no Dvaita whatever, all there is one non-dual. So avadharita advitiyatva nirdharana. Therefore, the Shruti then has to ascertain how there is non-duality alone and nothing else. Tat teja asuriti vachana. Therefore, tat teja asurjata, Brahman created fire, is not really meant to say the creation as much as that fire was created from Brahman, to say that Brahman is nothing is apart from Brahman. Nothing stands apart from Brahman. Brahman is the cause of everything. Therefore, Brahman is one without a second. So the whole idea of Chandogya Upanishad is not to really give a theory of creation. Even though Chandogya does talk about creation, tat teja asrujata, tat apaha asrujata, tat annam asrujata, okay. But the purpose is what? That teja is not separate from tat or sat. Then water is also not separate from sat. And Prithvi also, earth also is not separate from sat. And the universe is not separate from three elements. So nothing is separate from Brahman. So Brahman is ekameva advitiyam, one without a second. So the purpose of discussion of statements of creation is mainly to ascertain the non-duality of Sat or Brahman. In that process only they are talking about the Brahman having created three elements. Therefore, avadharita advitiyatva nirdharanaya tat teja asudayati vachanat. So that vachanam, that statement, that Sat or Brahman created fire is merely to ascertain the non-duality. Upadanadeva upadesya avyatirekat. And avyatireka, there is non-separatedness between the upadana, upadaya. Material cause and effect, so effect is non-separate from material cause. Therefore, upadana teja pati brahmana vakshitana. Purva Pakshi says, therefore, tat teja srujata, Brahman is the upadana karanam, material cause of fire. Because then only fire will be non-separate from Brahman. Then only Brahman will be non-dual. If fire is created from Vayu, then Vayu is not Brahman. So if fire is created from Vayu, then fire stands apart from Brahman. In that case, a non-dual Brahman cannot be established. But if fire is created directly from Brahman, then the non-dual Brahman becomes established. So Purva Pakshi says, therefore, the fire is created from Brahman directly. So Bhashya is Sadeva iti. Sadeva iti upakramya tatteja asrujata iti upadeshat. So why do you say Brahmayonikam? So Brahmayonikam teja, that fire has Brahma as its yoni of the cause. On what basis? Because Sadeva iti upakramya, having introduced this topic with a statement Sadeva Somya, then tat teja asujata. Then it says Brahman created teja or fire. Iti upadesha. Therefore, so then further, Sarva Vijnana Pratignyayascha. So say Sarva Vijnana Pratignyayascha Brahma Prabhavatve Sarvascha Sambhavat. So first of all, Sadeviti Upakramya Tat Teja Asudayati Upadeshat. From that Upadesha that Brahman created fire, we say that fire is directly born of Brahman. It says Tat Teja Asudayati. Secondly, see, say 9 years say, then further, Kincha Adyadhikarane Sarvijnana Pratigna Anugrahita Utpatti Shute Brahmajatvam Vyata Varanitam. So, na Vyat Ashute in the Adhikaranam. The argument was made by the Siddhanti that the non-duality of Brahman can only be established if if space is not separate from Brahman, if Brahman is the material cause of space, then only non-duality can be established. So then, by the same rule, fire also must be created of Brahman, then only non-duality can be established. So, etasmaditi. Where is that? Oh, Sarvijnana iti. So, Sarvijnana pratignyayascha. That pratignya, the proposition of knowing everything by knowing of one. Brahma prabhavatve sarvasya or sarvasya Brahma prabhavatve sambhavat. That pratignya proposition of non-duality of Brahman or knowing everything by knowledge of one can be satisfied only if everything is non-separate from Brahman, everything is born of Brahman. Therefore, tejas of fire must be born of Brahman. Itasya brahmajatvam tejasati yuktam. Further, for further reason also that so brahmajatvam tejasah, fire is born of Brahman. For this further reason, tad jalanati. So Bhashyakara says, tad jalan iti cha avishesha shrutehe. Tad jalan iti avishesha shrutehe. What is tad jalan? So Jagat is what? Tajjam, tallam, tadanam. Tad jalanati shanta upasita. Sarvam khalu idam Brahma. Tad jalan. All of this is indeed Brahma. Tad jalan, because Brahman is born of Tat. Brahman is sustained by it. Brahma goes back into Tat. And Brahma is sustained by Tat. Then it says everything is born of Brahman. See, Tat jalan means what? Everything is born of Tat or Brahman. So what is Jagat? Tajjam. What is Jagat? Tallam. What is Jagat? Tadanam. Jagat is born of Tat, meaning Brahman. Jagat is, goes back into Brahman. Jagat throbs because of Brahman, survives because of Brahman. So even everything is born of Brahman, fire also is born of Brahman. Avishesha Shruti. It does not say only certain thing is born of Brahman. That jalan, that's all. Without any qualification, it says everything has its birth from Brahman, everything resolves into Brahman, everything is sustained by Brahman. It says everything. Doesn't say only a few things. So, avisheshat. Then further says Nyayana, Atharvana Sutriya cha Tejasa Brahmajatva Siddhi. So then there is this Atharvana Mundaka Upanishad and Kaivalya Upanishad which also say that everything is born of Brahman. So let's read the further one. Etasmad jayate prana iti cha upakramya Sutyantare sarvasya avisheshena brahmajatva upadeshat. Etasmat jayate prana manas sarvendriyani cha kham vayu jyotirapah prithvi vishwasya dharani. This mantra is found both in Mundaka Upanishad as well as in the Kaivalya Upanishad. Etasmat jayate prana. Etasmat, from this. etasmat brahmana, etasmat atmana jayate prana. From Brahman, that is such and such, prana, the vital air is born. Manas sarvendriyani che, the mind is born. All the sense organs are born. Kham vayur jyotirapah, prithvi vishwasya dharani, and all the five elements, the space, air, fire, water, earth, all these elements also are born of etasmat, from Brahman. So that mantra says everything is born of Brahman. So etasmat jayate prana iti upakramya shrutyantare sarvasya avisheshena brahmajato upadeshat etasmat jayate manah etasmat jayante indriyani etasmat jayante panchama bhutani. So this is what it says, everything is born of Brahman. Therefore fire also must be born of Brahman. So Tat Jalan also is a Vishesha Shruti, does not specify. So everything is born of Tat or Brahman. This one also says everything is born of Brahman. Therefore, fire also must be born of Brahman. Then says Nyayane Tathavi Taittiriya Shrutyalochanayam na Brahmajatvam Tejasa. But what about Taittiriya? Taittiriya says Vayu Agni. So when you take that into account, Agni is born of Vayu, not of Brahman. Then to that, the Purva Pakshi says, Taittiriya kecha satapastatva idam saramasujata yadidam kincha iti avishesha shravana. So Taittiriya Kecha, in Taittiriya Upanishad also, not only does Taittiriya says Vayu Agni, he says something else also. What is it? Satapas tattva. So kamayata bahusyam prajayeti satapo tapyata satapas tattva idagum sarvamasrujata yadidam kincha. Whatever there is, Brahman created all of this, whatever there is. It's called Avisheshashwari. All of this includes everything, including fire. So, there are Visheshashruti and Avisheshashruti. What is Vishesha? Specific mention of fire is there. Tat Teja Asrujata or Vayu Agni. Those Shruti statements mention Agni or fire specifically. But there are many Shrutis that do not mention any particular thing. They say that everything is born of Brahman. So, Vishesha Shruti, Avishesha Shruti. Satapas tattva, having deliberated, this deliberation is of the nature of contemplation. So the tapas, tasya jnanamayam tapaha. Tapas or the penance or austerity that Brahma performs is of the nature of ikshanam, nature of seeing, nature of deliberation, not fasting and stuff like that. So tatapas tattva, meaning having deliberated. It says bahusyam prajaya, may I become many, may I be born. Then how do I become many? Satapah atapyada. Then Brahman deliberated. That tapas is what? Alochanam, deliberation. What did Brahman deliberate? How was the universe in the previous cycle? How are all the karmas? So how therefore should be the configuration of the present cycle? So understand that universe is not created as an accident, it is an deliberate, intelligent creation. This deliberation before the creation, satapas tattva, satapo tapyata, it performed tapas, satapas tattva, having performed the tapas. What kind of tapas? Deliberation. And then only it can be intelligent creation. Every intelligent creation calls for a deliberation. You make even a chapati, calls for deliberation. So therefore, that you take a piece of that wheat flour, wheat dough, how big a piece will you take? Depends on who is eating. So when a woman makes chapati for her husband, she'll make a small, delicate chapati. When the same woman makes chapati for servants, it's a different kind of chapati, Then it's a bigger one, thicker one. Automatically, a bigger piece of the dough is taken. That deliberation is there. When it makes chapati for his little son, then it's little one, So that fellow says, I want to eat the whole chapati. Okay, here is the whole chapati. This little one. Thus chapatis also are of different sizes. That shows that there is a deliberation behind making chapati. Every creation calls for deliberation. Even making a cup of tea also calls for deliberation. That first you only put water and boil the water. Then you add sugar and then you add spices and then you add tea and then you add milk and water. There is a sequence of doing it. Then you leave it for a while, let it settle down and let all the spices and tea all, get properly dissolved in water. So then you will have the proper flavor and strength. So everybody wants tea of its own strength, own flavor, own sweetness, own quantity of milk. Everybody has different taste. And therefore, whenever anybody makes it, even in restaurant also, whether it's Lashkari, whether it is different kinds of tea are there, in restaurants also. Each kind of tea requires its own deliberation. So Janata tea and Lashkari tea and all kinds of different teas are there. The idea is that every creation calls for deliberation, for it to be an intelligent creation to serve a purpose. If you want that your creation should serve a purpose, then that creation must be preceded by deliberation. If there is no purpose, like a child doing something, then it does whatever it wants to do. But when an adult or an intelligent person creates something, there is always a purpose behind the creation. So similarly, Ishvara has deliberated. Before making the universe, Ishvara deliberated. Satapa atapyata satapas tattva. So the Puranic stories will say that Brahmaji emerged from the lotus, from the navel of Lord Vishnu. Then Brahmaji performed. Brahmaji did not know what should I do. Performed tapasya for 100 years of Brahma. Then Lord Vishnu gave him the vision of Vishwarupa. According to that, Brahmaji created. So these statements of Upanishad are told in the form of stories. Satapastata idagum saram asrujata, created all this. So having deliberated has created all this. Deliberation is because Ishvara wants that a certain purpose be served of this creation. The creation of the universe is meant to provide a proper field of experience for all the living beings. Not just human beings, but all the living beings. Ishvara wants to provide a proper field of experience where each one can exhaust its karma, where the universe also must be such that the human beings should have the freedom to grow. So they should have a field to grow, because in human beings two kinds of desires are there, bhoga and apavarga. There is desire for sensuous pleasure and there is also desire for liberation. Therefore, provision was made for both of them. So Shankaracharya says, Lord Narayana Vasudeva created the universe and created two kinds of prajapatis, because two streams are there. One is pravritti, other is nivritti. One is life of activity, other is life of contemplation. Therefore, to guide the people who are active, he created the prajapatis. From Marichi and other Manus are created. And for guiding those who choose the path of deliberation or path of disengagement, for them, guiding them, Sanaka, Sanandana, they are created. So tapasya is there. And then therefore this is a deliberate, intelligent creation. Deliberate because a deliberation is involved before creation. Intelligent because the creation serves a purpose. Therefore, deliberation is meant for creating something which serves a purpose. Idam idagum saram asrujata. It says then, what did he create? All of this. Yad idam kincha, whatever there is what Brahman created as a result of deliberation. So it doesn't say only fire, only this is fire is included, everything is included there. Therefore, there are these statements which show that Brahman created a universe without any sequence or without any particular, order. Just created the whole thing. You can imagine the order if you want, but there are statements which are what we call the general statements. Here it says Tat Teja Asrujata, Vayu Agni, they are the specific statements. But these statements, Bahusyam, Prajaya, or Satapo Tapyata, Satapastatva, Idugam Sarva Asrujata, or Etasmat, Jayate Prana, Manas Sarvendriyani, all the statements which talk about creation, everything from Brahman. Iti avishesha shravanat. Therefore, there is no vishesha, that only this is born and that is not born. Everything is born of Brahman according to these statements. So says Nyayana, Nanu, Vayu Agni iti shrutehe, Vayu dvara tejasa brahmajatvevi darshita shrutehe naviruddhyante anyatha Vayu Agni iti shruti bhadyeda. Nanu Vayu Agni iti shrutehe, Vayu dvara tejasa brahmajatvevi. So Siddhanti says that, well, you can interpret the Vayu Agni, the specific Shruti that Agni is born of Vayu, can be interpreted that Brahman, having become space, then subsequently became air, then subsequently became fire. Then also all these statements can be explained. So if you explain it that way, then there is no contradiction. The idea is that we should attempt to explain the statement of the Upanishad such as there is consistency. So if you choose to explain that way, that Brahman which manifested as space got further manifested as air and then got manifested as fire. Darshita Shruteha Naviruddhante Annatha Vayu Agni Shruti Bhadyeda. Otherwise if you say that everything is born of Brahman, then how to explain this Shruti which says that fire is born of Vayu? That will be contradicted, negated. So therefore, that fifth case, Vayu Agni, therefore the Purva Pakshi says, Tasmat Vayoho Agnihi iti Kramopadesho Drashtavyaha Vayoho Anantaram Agnisambhutaha iti Tasmat Vayoho Agnihi Kramopadesho Drashtavyaha. So Vayoho Agnihi should not be interpreted as fire is born of Vayu. Vayoho Anantaram Agnihi Sambhutaha. After Vayu, the Agni was created. So Brahman created space, then Brahman created air, then Brahman created fire. So Anantaryam, thereafter, that should be the meaning of the fifth case. Then everything is fine. So itself says, so Vayoho Anantaram Agni Sambhutahiti. Having created Vayu, then Brahman created Agni in that order. So says Nyayana, Yadyapi Vayoho, now this is a technical point here. Fifth case. Yadyapi Vayoho Agnihiti Apadana Panchami Karaka Vibhaktihi. So Vayoho Panchami is taken Apadana. What is Apadanam? So tells you the source. Apadana tells you the source. Then Apadana Panchami is one of the karakas. For any action you require the various karakas, karta, karma, karanam, then the sampradhanam, and then apadanam. So that way, apadana is a karaka panchami, which is such an important thing. So, Agni iti apadana panchami karaka vibhakti vayoho anantaramiti upapada vibhakti baliyasi. So now Vayu Agni can be interpreted two ways. Either Vayu is the apadanam or source of Agni, or in order after Vayu, Agni is created. But then which is stronger? That it directly tells you. Apadana Panchami being the Karaka is stronger than this other Panchami which requires addition of a word. Then you have Vayoho Anantaram Agni. That Anantaram must be added if you want to explain this a krama. Whereas for Apadanam, Vayu Agni, from Vayu, Agni is created. No word is to be added. Therefore, where the Shruti can be understood directly is definitely better than you to understand the Shruti by adding a word. See? It's called Upapada. What is Upapada? Vayoho Anantaram Agni. Sambhuta, that Anantaram is added. That's Upapada. An additional word is there. So Upapada Vibhakte. So Vayoho can be either the Apadana Panchami or Upapada Vibhakti. So Apadana Panchami is stronger than Upapada Vibhakti because it does not involve the addition of any word. So Purvapakshi says that is right, Tathapi. Even then, even though in that case it is preferable that Vayo should be interpreted as Apadana still. Bahut Shruti Virodhat. But there are so many Shrutis which say that everything is born of Brahman. Only one Shruti says that Vayu is the cause of fire. Everywhere it says everything is born of Brahman. Meaning fire also is born of Brahman. Bahut Shruti Virodhat. Bahulapi Saiva Uchita iti Matva. So, Durbalapi Saiva, even though this is Apadana, this Upapada is Durbala, still it is Uchita. To be in consistency with the many Shrutis which talk about the creation of everything from Brahman. Iti Matva Kramavodeshama Vishedayati. So the Purvapakshi says, Kramapadesha, there is an order. What is Vayoho Anantaram Agnihi Sambhuta iti? The Agni is born, having created Vayu, then it created fire. That's how the fifth case must be explained. Or, if you go to Ratnaprabha, Shrutinam Virodhamatra Upanyasena Purvapaksha. What is Purvapaksha? Shrutinam Virodhamatra Upanyasena. Everywhere the Purvapaksha presents the Shrutis which appear to be contradicting each other. Apasiddhantena Avirodhat Tavat Ekdeshi Pakshayati Jnayam. So Ekdeshi shows Avirodha, but then his method of showing Avirodha is not acceptable. Is Apasiddhanta, so that showing the unity of purport by declaring one Shruti as primary, other Shruti as secondary, is the method of the Ekadeshi, which is not Apasiddhanta, therefore it is Apasiddhanta. Ekadeshi Pakshi Jnayam. Tat Ubhayamapi Mukhya Siddhanta Apeksha Purvapakshatvena Vyavahiyate. Therefore, the main Purvapakshi and Ekadeshi, both of them are looked upon as Purvapakshi here. Because here the distinction is not made. Which is the main Purvapakshi and the Ekadeshi is not even made here. Therefore, Tikakara says that both of them are included as Purvapaksha only. Then comes the Siddhanta. Okay. Let us read the sentence. Evam prapte uchyate tejaha ataha matarishvanaha jayate iti. Evam prapte, when this Purva Paksha is now, this Purva Paksha has been made, when that situation has occurred, then Uchyate, then Sutrakara says, the Siddhanti says, Tejaha Ataha. What is Ataha? Matarishvana. Ataha is the fifth case. Ataha Vayoho or Matarishvana Etena Matarishva Vyakhyatah. Because Sutrakara uses the word Matarishva for air. The Vashyakara also uses that. So, Ataha Matarishvana Jayate iti. So the Siddhanta says that the fire is born of air. Not directly from Brahman, but in the order it is born of air. Then says Kasmat. On what basis do you say? Tathahi aha Vayoho Agnihi iti. Because that is how the Shruti says Vayoho Agnihi. So according to us, that's the primary Shruti. Says Vayoho Agnihi. Fire is born of Vayu. Therefore we say that the fire is born of Vayu or Matarishva and not directly from Brahman. So that's done. We'll continue in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Bhutaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo